Hi guys, it's Elizabeth. Welcome back to my channel. So I've already cleansed and moisturized my face, and I just took my blotting sheets to take off any excess moisturizer. Then I took a concealer and a lotion and mixed the two together to create a tinted moisturizer. Word of warning, I used too much lotion and it ended up being very sheer and a little too liquidy, so I had to go back in with more concealer. Just keep that in mind if you try this out. After I applied the tinted moisturizer to my face with a foundation brush, I went in with a Sonia Kashuk blending brush and just buffed it into my skin. I then went in with my Rimmel Match Perfection concealer and highlighter under my dark under eyes to cover those up in the classic triangle shape. And I just used the same blending brush to buff it in. After that, I took my concealer and a e.l.f. concealer brush and covered up any little spots that the tinted moisturizer didn't cover. And I also ran it under my eyebrows just to kind of clean it up and give a nice defined shape. I ran a spoolie through my eyebrows. I wanted to keep a very classic late 40s, early 50s, strong brow, matte eyeshadows, and matte red lip. So I just took a Rimmel eyeliner in the shade Taupe and ran it through my brows. I then took my Too Faced Shadow Insurance and covered my entire eyelid. This will just give your eyeshadow something to stick to, and it will help cancel out any discoloration. I took my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow in Cafe Americano, and I took this matte buttercream shade, and I just put that all over my eyelid, all the way up to my brow bone. This will again just help other eyeshadows to blend, and it will give them something to work with. I then went into this Pixi palette for this light matte cream shade. It's a little bit lighter than the first one we started with, and I put that under my brow bone and in my tear duct inner third of my eyelid. Then going into the same Pixi palette, I took a Sonia Kashuk crease brush and a matte light brown that's got some warm tones, just to add a little bit of definition and warmth to the eye look. After that, I went back to the Anastasia palette with a Real Techniques brush, and I took that matte light cocoa brown shade into the outer third of my eyelid and a little bit into my crease for some more definition. And I'm kind of just pressing and buffing with this eyeshadow brush. The Real Techniques brushes are fabulous. I then took a Target Up and Up crease brush and blended all the shadows together to make sure it was seamless and there weren't any harsh lines. And then what retro look would be complete without a cat eye. I took a Maybelline gel eyeliner and a Sonia Kashuk eyeliner brush and did a very thin, subtle cat eye. Of course, you can adjust this for your taste and comfort level. I'm not particularly good with the cat eye, so I kept it pretty low key. After that, I curled my eyelashes and took my Maybelline Falsies Flared. I just did my upper eyelashes. I wanted to keep the focus on my upper, and I kept it very clean and simple on my lower lash line. I then took a matte red lipstick. This is the Kate Moss for Rimmel in shade number 10, and a lip brush. I didn't use a lip liner. I just used a lip brush and a lipstick to fill it in. And I'll have a few tips and tricks on how to keep a red lip lasting a little bit longer. Blot your lips before you apply your lipstick, and as I said, using the lip brush can help fill it in, and a matte will last longer. I then went in with the actual lipstick itself and filled it in a little bit more. I cleaned up any excess with a Q-tip. I blotted again, and I took a powder and powdered my lips to help keep that color locked in. Went back over it one more time with a lipstick so you didn't see powder. And if you have any excess or messy edges, just take a concealer and it'll give you a nice sharp clean line. And the last step to a true retro look is a powdered finish. Now, if you want to skip this step because it might look a little cakey or it's not your cup of tea, that's more than fine. I was just kind of staying true to the era. Now for the costume. I actually had a vintage dress in my closet. It's just this kind of brown brocade. This is actually from the late 40s, 50s era. And I just put my hair in a French twist with some victory rolls. Now I did it when it was wet, so it's still curling, so I might advise blow drying your hair, or if you don't have curly hair, it might not affect you. And I paired it with Ann Taylor suede Mary Jane pumps and brown leather gloves and pearl studs and a pearl necklace. It's very retro. I love the look. I love the pinups. I love this era. I've gone as Betty Grable and Marilyn Monroe before, so I hope this gives you some ideas, if you have something laying around in your closet that looks a little bit like this, on how to put together a 1950s Mad Men inspired look. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.